a Mello TV news update. The 29-year-old man who is accused of sexually molesting his 5-year-old sister last week Wednesday is currently behind bars. The man, who has been on the run since last Thursday, was captured during a police operation last night. The accused, who is from Westmoreland, was held this morning. Further to the story, the assault reportedly happened at their home last week in Negril. The girls had to be hospitalized. The mother of the 5-year-old girl said that she discovered that something was wrong while washing her daughter's underwear. She said after talking with the child, she confronted her son, who denied claims that he sexually assaulted his sister. It was later discovered that the man's 2-year-old niece had also been abused. The woman is also the grandmother of the 2-year-old. She said she called the police and both children were taken to the police station, then to the Savannah Lamar Hospital, where medical examinations confirmed that they were molested. The accused was held by his older brother in order to hand him over to the police, but he managed to escape. We will bring you more on this story in subsequent newscasts. In other news tonight, the police are seeking the public's assistance to find 47-year-old Wayne Aarons, mechanic of Lease Flat, Kingston, who has been missing since Saturday, April 9. He is of brown complexion, slim build, and is approximately 5 feet 6 inches tall. Reports from the Caymanas police coming into our news center tonight are that at approximately 3 p.m., Wayne Aarons was last seen in Gregory Park, Portmore, St. Catherine, dressed in a black shirt, orange and black pants, and white slippers. He was last spoken to on April 9 this year and has not been heard from since. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Wayne Aarons is being asked to contact the Caymanas police at 876-988-1719, Police Emergency 119, or the nearest police station. Continuing with the news tonight, a total of 405 murders were recorded in Jamaica for the period January 1 to April 9 this year, the same for the corresponding period last year. Now, that's according to the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF's Serious Crime Report released recently. While murders are on level ground with last year's figures, the total of serious and violent crimes committed so far this year has declined by 6.1%. A total of 1,341 serious and violent crimes were reported up to last Saturday, when compared to 1,428 last year. Still tonight, the St. Andrew Police Division launched the Haile Selassie High School Police Youth Club yesterday in an effort to help reduce violence in the school. Here is Kelleen May with the details.
The St. Andrew South Police Division launched a police youth club at the Haile Selassie High School in St. Andrew, which is aimed at reducing violence in the school and the community. Operations Officer for the St. Andrew South Police Division, Superintendent Damian Manderson, in his remarks, said that clubs such as this is a way of bridging the gap between the police and young people.
In many communities, once the name police is mentioned, there tend to appear or seem to be some stigma, and people would ask you, what are you doing? What are you associating yourself with? I will say this to you. It was my participations in club that I attribute every single thing that I am today. The training I got from being at camps and being a part of clubs would have taught me the level of resilience and adaptability and how to work with others and how to be a true team player. I encourage you. You are part of something wonderful, and the organizers, and it is with an intent that we bridge many of the gaps. We bridge the gap between us and you, the next generation. It's also the hope that we be able to bridge the gap between us, you, and the home. And ultimately that we bridge a gap between us, you, the home, and the community. I am assured that sooner or later, the entire community will be so enlightened, and that your little corner would have engulfed in such a blaze that you'll make a significant difference in your community and in your household.
Head of the St. Andrews South Police Division, Senior Superintendent Kirk Ricketts, in his presentation, announced that there will be a re-energizing and a re-establishing of police youth clubs across the country.
A lot of things that we see coming out of our schools and with the youngsters, it is coming from way back. They have inherited a lot of these things. And as the police force, I'm really, as a member of the force, I am acutely aware of the need for us to create that bridge that SP Mandison spoke about in reaching our children and being at least one of the agencies that help to bring them over from the abyss of violence, crime and violence. So I'm extremely happy that we're now able to launch this, our second police youth club in a school within the St. Andrews South Division. This now makes the total police youth clubs to 9. Of course, there are a number of them that we need to get back up. We do expect that we'll be hopefully going full force into a re-energized series or set of police youth clubs by the end of this year. Young men, young women, it is exciting time. I commend you for taking the bold step, for being a part of such a prestigious club. You're going to have a lot of fun.
Acting Assistant Commissioner of Police Charmaine Shand, who heads the Community Safety and Security Branch, commended the school, political representatives and parents in forging partnership with the police to ensure the safety of children.
So each time I attend the launch of a police youth club in school, I really become ecstatic, knowing that the members, supported by the school administration, the commanding officer, Mr. Ricketts and his team, your member of parliament, families and friends have made a choice to become a part of the Jamaica Constabulary Force family. It signifies that you are brought into the message of safety, and that together we can achieve this for our communities. This launch is so timely. And Mr. Ricketts can say to you that we're in a time where our young children are both perpetrators and the victims of crime. Now, collectively, you have made a choice to associate yourself with a brand that promotes law and order, and most significantly, a brand that seeks to instill a culture of lawfulness and peaceful resolution to conflicts.
For her part, Member of Parliament for Southwest St. Andrew, Dr. Angela Brown-Burke, said that children have a better chance if they are engaged in activities such as police youth clubs.
I am excited that at Haile Selassie High School, named after such a great African, that we are seeing what the African proverb really means. And that, to me, as a daughter of Africa in the diaspora, is indeed something that warms my heart. Our children have a better chance if they are engaged in activities such as the one that we are here celebrating and launching today. I am looking forward to the other activities. Yes, I am looking forward as you put on display the young men and young women who you are growing into being. I am looking forward as you enjoy learning about who you are in these activities, in these clubs, as you begin to know more about what you like and what you don't like, what drives you, what doesn't drive you, what your passions are, and as you grow in self-confidence participating in these youth clubs. I'm looking forward to those days as I watch you grow and become the kind of young man, young woman that Jamaica needs to take her place.
Reporting from Mello TV News, I'm Colleen May.
Thank you, Colleen, for that report. In other news, approximately 20 vehicles were seized by members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, over the weekend for having light fixtures that breach the Road Traffic Act. The police noted that some of these cars have lights that mimic emergency vehicles. Now, head of the police's Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch, Assistant Commissioner Gary McKenzie, warned motorists against the practice. He said that the police have also seen where some of these lights are mimicking emergency vehicles, including police vehicles, ambulances, and fire brigades, and these issues have caused much confusion on our roads, while some glaring lights have caused other motorists to meet in accidents. Meanwhile, McKenzie is warning motorists to ensure that their registration plates are properly affixed to their vehicles. Continuing with the news tonight, the National Water Commission, NWC, is reporting that a single-phase power supply issue has affected pumping operations at the Bonnyview facility in Portland. This has resulted in water supply disruption to customers served by the facility. The matter has been reported to the power service provider, and full operations will resume as soon as regular power supply is restored at the facility. Areas impacted: Bonnyview Hotel and sections of Port Antonio. The National Water Commission says it seeks to assure its valued customers that every effort is being made to restore water supply in the shortest possible time. In the meantime, the National Water Commission is reporting that power supply problems are affecting pumping operations at the Cookson Well and Halfway Tree water facilities in St. Catherine. This has resulted in water supply disruptions to customers served by these facilities. The matter has been reported to the power service provider, and full operations will resume as soon as regular power supply is restored at the facilities. Areas being impacted are Greater Portmore, Nago's Head, Old Brayton, Congreve Park, Silverstone, Portmore Pines, Monza, Daytona, Ascot, and West Cumberland. Still tonight, the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, KSAMC, has passed a resolution calling for the National Water Commission, NWC, to repair all outstanding damaged roads across the corporate area within the next 3 months. That declaration, evidence of mounting frustration with a patchwork of roadwork projects across the city, with several agencies criticized for working at cross purposes and worsening traffic snarls. While acknowledging that roadways have to be excavated for leak repairs and other infrastructural works, the councillors faulted the NWC for inordinately long lags in completing resurfacing. The resolution was moved by Gareth Walker, councillor of the Brandon Hill Division, and seconded by Andrew Swaby, councillor of the Vineyard Town Division. The councillors also rallied the KSAMC to demand that the NWC establish an agreed timeline within which these repairs should be restored. The KSAMC also wants to be notified of all roads that are dug up within 48 hours in order to facilitate the monitoring of those locations. In his contribution to the debate, Councillor for the Lawrence Tavern Division, John Myers, explained that repairs were carried out to roads that have been subsequently dug up by the NWC. We turn our attention now to tonight's COVID-19 update, where Jamaica reported 15 new cases of COVID-19 and 2 fatalities yesterday, according to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Now, this increases the total of cases of the virus since the start of the pandemic to 129,108, and the death toll now to 2,919. The country also recorded 82 new recoveries, increasing the total of recovered persons now to 82,176, with 266 confirmed active cases on the island. Of the newly reported cases, there were 12 females and 3 males ranging in age from 4 to 76 years. In tonight's COVID-19 parish breakdown, Kingston and St. Andrew recorded 6 cases. Trelawney recorded 3 cases. St. James recorded 2 cases, while Hanover, Manchester, St. Catherine, and Westmoreland recorded 1 case each. Meanwhile, the latest deaths are of a 67-year-old woman from St. James, whose death was recorded in January of this year, and a 71-year-old man from Clarendon, whose death was recorded this month. And those are the stories making news. We now take a break and then join Christopher Scott with the very latest in sports.